talk me through it, mate. Like, what is the genesis of the name?
Oh, fuck, man. Oh, well, right. We've told like lots of different stories, right? So I don't know whether to tell you the truth or just
Oh,
tell you one
feel
of
free to
the
lie. Lie your
because we
heart
got
out.
but there's lots of lies really because with social media, in case you haven't noticed,
Hmm.
like I don't take it seriously at all. So I just lie, I just make things up, or like because I think if I've got to do this boring shit, man, I might as well have fun with it. And so
And
I
for
just
such a
just play tricks.
ludicrous genre of music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Who
it.
the hell wants to be a serious grind band? Like,
I know. Well, especially, well, there's been plenty of them, and like, and to be honest, I'm quite like a happy person in general. So I don't want to pretend I'm something I'm not. I don't want to be, or we don't want to be like super po-faced all the time because it wouldn't be sincere. And there's
hmm.
plenty of bands that do that, and good for them. But it's not something because like with fast music and stuff, it's like it makes you feel good, makes you happy, and like I'm not, if I can't play a gig in a bad mood, I've got to be in a good mood. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the oh man, in terms of cures for good moods, like obviously instrumentally it's great as well, but one thing that struck me when my first ever full-length album was the most recent one that I listened to.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so from the opening notes, I had the biggest smile on my face, and
Mhm.
literally my emotions while listening to the entire album was alternatively pissing myself laughing and air drumming furiously. Like
Yeah, yeah.
it's so good. Yeah, that first track I'm going to use as a jump scare for my children in the car. Just
Oh, yeah. It'd be good to like, I don't know, just wake them up with set their
yeah,
alarms. Like, dun.
mate. Nothing gets you out of bed like a bit of horse bastard in the morning.
Mm.
So yeah, like the element of humor is so important. Hey, like, has it always been kind of linked with horse bastard?
Yeah. I mean, like the I replaced the first vocalist, this guy called John Boy, and so I wasn't in the band from the very beginning.
Mhm.
I've been in, you know, John Boy was in it for like 6 months, and then so since then I've been in it. But we always we like super surreal humor, uh, like really silly, super silly things, and just like my favorite thing when we go away and play gigs and stuff is we just chat shit. We just chat so much shit, and then there's like jokes within the jokes, and there's layers upon the layers of the shit that we're talking. And if you've been there for like a week or however long it is, we'll wait for 3 days, 2 days, whatever. If you know the layers of bollocks,
Yeah.
that the jokes become funnier and funnier, basically. So, but that's what we try and put in the songs, basically.
And then, it just keeps evolving. And then a month later, you're just shouting horse bastard at people on social media. Like,
Basically, yeah, yeah. Well, the whole thing was with Horse Bastard or just saying Horse Bastard at gigs is because I'm not a very good front man, but I think I'm an okay vocalist, but being a front man, I'm not good with banter or like, hey guys, how's it going, and all that shit. So I would just go Horse Bastard, and I did that for a couple of years, just Horse Bastard between like blocks of songs and sections, and then eventually people start going Horse Bastard, and I'm like, oh. And then people just start just screaming at us now. And it's fucking great
oh,
because I don't have to say anything. So, so that's where it comes from. So that's just moved from the real world setting now to online, and it's become like this little thing. It's cool because like
oh,
it's kind of cool, mate. Building like a community kind of like out of gibberish, but it's becoming like this cool thing that I'm really attached to and like I'm very proud of. And like it's weird how life goes if you just let it keep on going. It's just strange how things work out. But yeah,
yeah.
there you
Just,
go.
yes. Just left to its own devices and it just becomes its own thing. Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
have you guys done Obscene Extreme before?
Yeah, we did it 13 years ago when we were on tour with this Swedish band called Infanticide. We did a
Uh,
European tour for like 2, 3 weeks, whatever it was. And
yeah.
yeah, we did a post about it recently because a lot of our friends are going from the UK are going over to play. So we're
Mm.
seeing all like the posts pop up saying like, oh, we're off to play Obscene Extreme. So we felt a bit left out. So we did a post saying,
All that. Yes,
impl
you finished.
yeah, yeah, basically, and like implying that on initial glance, it looks legit. I just make it all on my phone. I just use like this super basic Photoshop editor on my phone, and I just cropped all the bits out and made it. It was our drummer's idea, and but I had to make sure I put a disclaimer at the bottom saying like, look, like I don't want to piss anyone off because we love having fun and taking the piss out of things, but we don't want to like hurt people's feelings or damage relationships or whatever. So I had to be careful. I put the disclaimer in just to cover ourselves, basically.
Mate, I imagine if you're a grind musician, the absolute last people in the world you'd want to upset would be the guys who run the biggest grindcore
Oh yeah, oh
grindcore
yeah,
festival in Europe.
yeah. Sherby and everyone, yeah, because like I've played a few times with different bands there over the years, and they've always and Sherby, I've bumped into him at like other festivals and stuff in Europe, and just a super cool fucking guy,
Mm.
super nice, and he's all about like the life and the music and like he's built something like an empire. So
Mm.
it's really it's kind of amazing,
And
and
an,
it's like the mecca in it, grind
yeah,
mecca. They say.
a mecca out of this just ridiculous music that should
Yeah.
never have found an audience, but has. You know, like,
Mm.
makes me happy. Uh,
Oh yeah.
I,
So
it is my goal to get there one day. It just sounds like paradise for people like me.
oh
So
man, it's amazing. I could tell you some of the things I've seen. Like I'll never ever forget. But you've got to go for yourself and have your own
yeah,
experience.
yeah. People getting pushed around, paralytic drunk at 9 in the morning, getting pushed around the pit in wheelbarrows and all sorts of fun stuff.
Oh, I think I
Uh,
think I think we glitched out
that's
there.
okay. That's okay. Yeah, yeah. I was someone there was a grind band somewhere that was telling when we were talking about Obscene Extreme, and they were like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the only place where you can get paralytic so drunk that you can't even stand up at 9 in the morning, and your mate will just put you in a wheelbarrow and push you around."
Yep. Yep. I remember like leaving through the main entrance thing once, and it was like it was daytime. It's like people like passed out, like like there'd been some kind of massacre taking place or something
Yeah,
horrendous. And I was just like stepping over people, and I was like, should I be? Because I work in Liverpool in England, and sometimes I'll see like people passed out in alleyways, like people with spice heads or whatever, and I go check on them, and they go,
Hmm.
I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. You know what I mean? But like you think like, should I be checking on these people? And all their friends go, no, no, all these other like European, they're all going like, no, it's fine, leave him, he must sleep. And I'm like, cool, cool, okay, okay, cool.
Yeah. I'd be the same, mate. I used to be a bouncer, so
Yeah,
like I
there you
have
go.
that.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
that there's an element of nosiness and and duty of care that will never actually fully leave you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it.
So, mate, if you here's one for you. If you were so one of my recent favorite shows, I wish I got onto this years earlier, is Metalocalypse. And we actually were lucky enough to meet the creator Brendan Small and all these kind of
All
great
right.
things. And it had me thinking about the concept of getting a band that is really extreme and putting it in a world where inexplicably it's bigger than Taylor Swift. So I thought, let's ask Horse Bastard that question. If
Yeah.
you could woke up tomorrow morning and you had the fame and money of Taylor Swift, and the entire world is for some reason going nuts for Horse Bastard, what would you get on your rider?
Oh my God. Oh my God. What a question.
Yeah, it's grind and success, so you know it's a hypothetical, but
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, because you're asking me to think about something that could never, ever,
yeah,
possibly in a million years
100%.
ever happen. So, um, I don't know, man. Because I think like I've heard, if I'm to answer the question like half seriously, like when you do a band, you want to play to as many people as possible. You want as many people to hear it. So it would just be, I think we'd have like a TV show, like a reality TV show, following us around, obviously, and then we'd have don't know. And then like,
Yeah.
it'd be good to have like horse bastard like branded products or sponsorships, like meal deals. Um, what else? Like drinks, or just even like inane like items like tape measures, like horse bastard brand tape measures, or um, I don't know.
Horse masks.
Basically,
You've got a perfect, the big floppy horse mask.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You see, well,
uh,
you're thinking much like
much
like
smaller.
you're thinking much more literally than I do, I suppose. Because
True.
even though I'm in a band called Horsebastard, the last thing I ever think about really is horses. Really,
Yeah.
it doesn't even mean that to me anymore. Like you know what I mean? Like I've said it so much, it means something else entirely now. It's like it's abstracted and turned into like this weird. I don't know what I think when I say it now, but it's not horses. I can tell you that. But yes, horse masks. Yes, basically, long story short, horse masks, good idea.
Yes. So, mate, why was there such a big wait between albums? Because I think there's like an over 10-year gap, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Well, we did lots of, like split records in the in between time. Um, and it's just like life because we're all older gentlemen, and obviously, as you know, there's no money. We're lucky now with the second album. Like we get our petrol covered, and we sell our merch when we produce it. And
Mm.
but for a long time, we were getting 50 quid a gig, and then play to like two people in a basement or in like a DIY space, which is great. You know what I mean? If you do it for the love of the music and stuff. But we had other priorities. We had other bands. We had people were having children. Um, careers, jobs. You know, it was just fun, and it was just something we put no pressure on ourselves to kind of like achieve anything with. It was just like, well, let's just have a laugh, and when we can do stuff, we'll do stuff. We've always rehearsed regularly, but yeah. And then maybe a couple of years ago during lockdown, Bob, the guitarist who's left and kind of main songwriter basically, was just like, right, we're doing this, and just like kept dragging us to the rehearsal space to churn out 30 seconds of madness over and over and over and over and over and over again every session, and then we ended up with an album. That's it.
Yeah, I love it, man. I have to run because I have another interview coming in a few minutes, but this has been rad. I'm glad we finally got to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man, have some fun with some press shots tomorrow and send them to me so it's not just, two floating heads talking to each other, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Cheers, man. Nice one. Thanks for asking.
All
Peace,
right,
man.
mate.